I do use a Google Calendar for my lesson planning. And so what I find myself doing is that the next semester, as I just go back in the calendar to the same week-ish, I'm in the fifth week, I go to the fifth week of the last time that I did this, and I look at my lesson plans. And then what I just need to do is duplicate them. So I just copy it and change the date to the current week. And then I don't have to rewrite my lesson plans anymore. Because remember, I used to write it in a paper lesson plan book, so I'd have to rewrite them all the time. That's crazy. I should always update them, build on them, but not start it over necessarily. Right? So I just go back in the calendar. So let's say it's 2019. I go back to the calendar to find when I did it before. I click on it. I can see what I did. I have all my documents and things that I used for that lesson, which is obviously like, that's going to be way better than paper, because on paper I'm saying that I'm using this activity, but then where do I find it? I don't have to dig around and look for things. They're already linked right in the calendar. Anything that I would need for that lesson, I link it into the calendar, and that way, one stop. When I want to reuse it, when I want to share it with somebody else, no extra information. Everything's right there. No digging through my Google Drive. Right, so I'm going to click on the pencil. And so I'm going to come up here to more actions, and more actions allows me to do a couple of things. I can duplicate the event. So if I'm using the same lesson plan calendar. So when I create a lesson plan calendar for algebra, do I want to make a new one every year? Probably not. Because this way, I could just, I share it with the calendar with somebody and they want to keep following me year after year. I don't have to give them a new link. There's really not a reason you need a new calendar for the same subject. So I would keep reusing the same one. Although there's reasons to want to make a new one every school year. So if you do that, that's easy too. So instead of duplicate, you would copy it too. So you'll notice you have the option to duplicate it to the same calendar or copy it to another calendar. So if you've created a 2018, 2019 calendar, just copy it to the new one. So I'm going to duplicate this one. So now I can update it. I like to remove the Hangout. Update it, and then I'm going to change the date from 2018 to 2019, and then maybe I'm doing it on the 18th instead of the 16th. And I can make any edits here, add extra documents, or change up the description, or whatever I'm going to do, and just hit save. And just as easy as that, I am updating my calendar for next year.